Hello students, in today's lecture video we shall discuss about the concept of green building, energy management and energy audits. Students, in current times of rapid infrastructure growth and looming energy crisis, there is a strong need to address and incorporate good practices for efficient energy and resource use while planning for buildings, be it for residential purpose or for commercial applications. Some such good practices are presented in the following discussion. What is a green building? A green building is one which incorporates several green features such as use of energy efficient and eco-friendly equipment, use of recycled and environmental friendly building materials, quality indoor air for human safety and comfort, use of renewable energy, effective controls and building management system, efficient use of water, use of non-toxic and recycled materials, effective use of existing landscapes, adoption of cost-effective and environment-friendly technologies. Green buildings would squarely address ecological and environmental impacts in a holistic manner and at the same time offer tremendous economic benefits to the occupants. The benefits of green buildings. Going for green buildings have tremendous benefits, both tangible and intangible. The most tangible benefit is in reduction of operating energy and water costs right from day one during the entire life cycle of the building. Green buildings offer a range of benefits like 30 to 40% reduction in operation cost, green corporate image, health and safety of building occupants, enhance occupant comfort, improve productivity of occupants, imbibe best operational practices from day one, incorporate latest techniques and technologies. Next we shall discuss about the definition of energy management. Energy management is defined as the strategy of adjusting and optimizing energy using systems and processes so as to reduce energy requirements per unit of output while holding constant or reducing total costs of producing the output from these systems. The objectives of energy management are to achieve and maintain optimum energy procurement and utilization throughout the organization, to minimize energy costs or waste without affecting production and quality, and to minimize environmental effects. The basic objective of many energy management systems is to answer 5 simple questions. How much energy is consumed? How is the energy consumed? Where is the energy consumed? When is the energy consumed? And what is the quality of energy consumed? In order to address these kind of queries, we need to understand energy audit. As per Indian Energy Conservation Act 2001, energy audit is defined as the verification, monitoring and analysis of use of energy, including submission of technical report containing recommendations for improving energy efficiency with cost-benefit analysis and an action plan to reduce energy consumption. Why do we need energy audit? The 3 top operating expenses are energy, labor and materials. Energy would emerge as a top ranker for cost reduction. Primary objective of energy audit is to determine ways to reduce energy consumption per unit of product output or to lower operating costs. Energy audit provides a benchmark for managing energy in the organization. There are 3 types of energy audits: preliminary energy audit, targeted energy audit and detailed energy audit. Preliminary energy audit uses existing or easily obtained data. This establishes the energy consumption in the organization. It estimates the scope for saving and it identifies most likely areas for attention. It identifies immediate improvements. It sets a reference point or benchmark, and it identifies the areas for more detailed study or measurement. Targeted energy audits. Targeted energy audits are mostly based upon the outcome of the preliminary audit results. They provide data and detailed analysis on specified target projects. As an example, an organization may target its lighting system or boiler system or compressed air system with a view to bring about energy savings. Targeted audits therefore involve detailed surveys of the target with analysis of the energy flows and costs associated with those targets. Detailed energy audit. Detailed energy audit evaluates all systems and equipment with consumed energy, and the audit comprises a detailed study on energy savings and costs. Detailed energy audit is carried out in 3 phases: pre-audit phase, the audit phase, and post-audit phase. So in pre-audit phase, planning and organizing the project is done. An informal interview with the energy manager is done, and one has to go through the audit. The purpose of planning and organization is that one can plan the resources, one can establish an energy audit team, one can organize instruments and time frame, and data are collected. One gets acquainted or gets familiarized with the plant activities. First-hand observation and assessment of current level operation and practices are done. In the second step, meetings are conducted with all divisional heads and person concerned for 2 to 3 hours. This helps in building up the cooperation, and the meeting issues questionnaire for each department. These meetings create awareness. In the third step, primary data gathering and process flow diagram and energy utility diagrams are made. These help to prepare process flow charts. These also help to design and operate data and schedule of operation. In the fourth step, survey is conducted. These surveys are the motor survey. These surveys confirm and compare operating data with the design data. In the fifth step, detailed experiments are conducted. The energy used is analyzed. In the seventh step, identification and development of energy conservation is done. In the eighth step, cost benefit analysis is done. And in the ninth step, all the reports are presented before the top management. In the third phase, that is the post-audit phase, here the plans are implemented and executed. So with this we have covered this chapter. Thank you, students.